Okay, so after the translucent... Wow, okay. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm kind of going to be like your little guinea pig because I'm going to try things so that you don't have to. And I saw something on TikTok that I really want to try. I think this was a trend a few months ago, maybe even longer. I honestly don't know. But I haven't seen a lot of people try it on YouTube, so I'm going to try it for you today. So basically what it is, it's a different order to your makeup process and it's supposed to make your complexion look flawless. Normally when I get out of the shower, I do my routine, and then when it comes to doing makeup, I just start with primer, foundation, concealer, so on. But now this is telling me to do it differently, and we're gonna try it today. And I don't have a moisturizer. I knew this was gonna happen. I knew I was gonna forget something. Oh God. All right. Hold on, I'm always forgetting things, oh my goodness. As I was saying, so now the thing I saw on TikTok is asking you to do your like base routine a little differently. So it starts with moisturizer, then translucent powder, then setting spray, which is also in the bathroom. Oh my God. Setting spray, primer, then foundation. I can't believe I have to go back to the bathroom. Oh my God. Okay, I think I have everything now. Wow, I was really not prepared. Yes, so we're gonna do everything in that order, which is something I'm not used to because, I don't know, putting powder before any liquid is usually a makeup no-no. You wanna apply all your liquids to your face and then powders. That's just how I learned to do it. That's how I've always done it. So I'm a little nervous. But who knows, maybe it'll look good and I'm excited. My main goal with makeup is just to always have the nicest looking complexion that I could possibly have. My eyeshadow skills have kind of fallen in the back seat because of it and quarantine. I just haven't been doing eyeshadow that much. So my focus has really been on my complexion. I need to get back to eyeshadow, but for today, maybe that'll come in handy, the fact that I focused on my face and not my eyes. All right, so like it said, moisturizer first. The moisturizer I've been using recently is the You to the People Superfood Air Whipped Moisturizing Cream, and it's got like kale and spinach and hyaluronic acid, which is nice. I believe this was like $40 something. It smells really nice. I really like the You to the People Kale and Spinach face wash, and when I needed a new moisturizer, I'm like, oh well, I want to try something new. I don't want to use the same thing again. I really liked the coconut water from First Aid Beauty, but I just wanted to try something different, and I really like this one. So I'm going to take a little on my nail, which is kind of gross, but that's how I have to get all my products that are in jars because of my nails. And normally, when this is like the last step of my skincare routine, like after I shower or something, I normally mix it with azelaic acid because azelaic acid is supposed to be good for like acne scars and just like overall evening out the skin tone. So I usually mix them together, but because this is like strictly for makeup purposes, I'm not gonna do that because I don't know what azelaic acid would do to makeup. Oh, but it smells really good. It smells like a healthy green smoothie because there's literally spinach and kale in here. It smells really nice. I like it. Okay, so now that the moisturizer's on, we're gonna use the translucent powder. And the one I've been using since I've got it for Christmas is the Givenchy Prism Libre powder. It is like so good. It's really expensive, which is why like I wanted it for Christmas. Like this is not something I didn't think I was gonna like repurchase it every time I'm out, but it's so good. It's like so good. Like you could probably find another powder for cheaper that's just as good, but I don't know. I've like fallen in love with this powder. And I think you're supposed to just do a light wash of powder all over the face on top of the moisturizer. So I'm gonna grab like a big fluffy brush and I'm just gonna dot it, dot it, dot it, dot it, and like, oh, that's a lot. Oh, it's in my eyes. Okay. Okay, powder after moisturizer. This is weird. It feels fine on my face because it's just like loose powder on top of moisturizer. It feels fine. It's like weird because I don't normally do that. Okay, so after the translucent wow. Okay. after the translucent powder, you go in with setting spray, and I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I normally use either Morphe or the Urban Decay, but this was new and I wanted to try it, and I really like it so far. Let's see how good the spray is. Oh. Okay. Oh, nice. Wow, that's as tame as I've ever been with setting spray. And it was nice, just like light little mist. I need to do that more often. All right, and then I'm gonna let this dry a little bit. I think you're supposed to let it like soak into your skin. I don't know if I'm supposed to be touching it. I don't really know what I'm doing. But then after the setting spray, then we go in with primer. And the primer I always use is the Ole Hendrickson Banana Bright Face Primer. I love this one. I've never gotten more compliments on my skin than like when I use this. I used to use the Milk Hydro Grip, which I do still like, and I still love that primer. But I got this from Sephora and like tried it the next day, and I literally had never gotten more compliments on my skin than when I use this primer. So I'm taking that as a sign that this is the primer for me. Now the primer's on, and then the last step is foundation, and it's supposed to be like flawless. And for foundation, I'm going in with the Rare Beauty, and this is in the shade 170W. When I tried this for the first time, I remember that I really liked how this applied with the brush because it's so light that the sponge, and I use like the Morphe sponge, it just absorbed too much product. Like the sponge is always gonna absorb some product, but this was so light, it absorbed just too much and it wasn't good. So I'm gonna use a brush for this application. Need a mirror. I'm gonna just start with the first half of my face and just see if I notice an immediate difference, or if this was all just a big waste of time and I can apply makeup normally without all the beginning steps. And even though if I apply foundation with a brush, you'll see me sometimes like go over it with the Beauty Blender, and I think that that's different because I'm not applying it with the sponge. I'm just like evening it out, making sure everything looks as flawless as possible, because sometimes you can see the stipple marks of the brush on your face. Even though the brush will apply it more evenly and give you a fuller coverage look, sometimes I do like to go over it with the sponge just to get like that little like airbrush finish, because brushes won't do that all the time. So I did the first cheek and it looks normal, like nothing different than like what I would always do, which is what I would always do is just primer, then foundation, then everything else. But now what I'm not sure if I'm supposed to do, because the TikTok didn't really give me much information, is that like after I put the foundation on, do I go in with concealer as normal? Because do I powder on top of the already existing powder on my face? I have no clue. So I'm just gonna wing it and see what happens. Okay, I feel like I always worry when I only have foundation on my face, because I feel like just the face of foundation is so scary, and I'm always nervous about what the finished look is gonna look like. But because I always get nervous and then it always winds up working out, I think we'll be fine. I feel like I look strange, which I don't really know why, because I use all this stuff on my face anyway, just not in this particular order. So, all right, I think it's fine. I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup and then come back and see how everything worked together, like how the concealer applied and the powders, and because I have a lot of other stuff I need to do to finish the makeup look. So let's see what happens on the way there. Okay, so I have the concealer on. I'm just trying to blend it out, and it looks fine. It looks normal like always. I didn't know how putting wet on top of powder was gonna be, but so far it's fine. All right, I feel like this is gonna be fine. I'm gonna keep going. But now I wanna put, like my instinct is to put more powder on, because like that's what I always do, foundation, concealer, powder, because I have oily skin, so I always need to set my face no matter what. So my instinct is to put more powder on. I'm gonna do it. Oh well, it's just makeup. We're just playing around. We're just having fun and seeing what works and what doesn't. That's what we should call this. I'm gonna try things so that you guys don't have to. And I am using the same powder that I used before, the Givenchy powder. Personally, I think if you're gonna splurge on anything, it's this powder. I just can't explain it. My skin has never looked better than with this powder. Like, it's crazy. Like, I don't know. Look at my skin. Oh my god, I had to open a new bronzer that I had in my drawer, and it's just, I used the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula, and just look how like clean that is. It like hasn't been touched yet. Oh, I love a new bronzer, but I hate ruining it, but oh well. Oh my god, and it smells tropical. Oh god, it smells so good. I also think it's just crazy the amount of influence that TikTok has over the beauty industry. Like, there has been so many different trends, so many different products that have blown up just because of TikTok and people trying things online. Like, it's really crazy to me. Like, I spend hours and hours a day on TikTok. It's like taken over, I feel like. If you're one of those people like me who genuinely enjoys TikTok and has nothing else to do during the day, it's like taken over people's lives. And it's like so crazy how influential a platform can be, and how like 16-year-olds rise to fame and like become influential people, and they're literally 16 and like don't know anything. That's the world, I guess. Wow, there is nothing like a brand new bronzer. There's nothing like it. That's insane. Ugh, love it so much. I will say all the powders so far are laying very nicely on top of everything. Because I feel like before, I put a lot of stuff on my face. The moisturizer, the powder, the setting spray, the primer. Like, there was a lot of stuff that went on my face. And everything's laying on top really nice. Okay, and the rest of the makeup look is done. We're just going to finish it off one more time with some setting spray. And they really said that this makeup is not supposed to move, like with all the different steps that we did. Like, nothing's supposed to move, everything's supposed to stay in place. And let's take a closer look at the skin now that everything is done and everything's applied. So everything, like, okay, my skin looks nice. It looks like it always looks, so I don't know if these extra steps in this particular order are doing anything different or special. I think you can do your makeup the way you always do your makeup. I look like I always do. I mean, it's not bad. If you want to try it, maybe it'll work better on different skin types. I think I look normal. My skin looks exactly the same as it always does. So I don't know if this is worth it, but I mean, hey, that's why we're here. We're here to try new things. I try things so you don't have to. Because if this was a complete flop, I would say don't even waste your makeup. Don't even waste your time. But since it's not bad, I mean, you might as well try it, right? I mean, it can't hurt. I don't think it could hurt. But I don't see a huge difference, I guess. Yeah, I don't really see a huge difference. Maybe it'll help last longer. Not sure. But overall, I can't complain because I'm happy with how my face looks. And that's the whole point, just to have a nice looking complexion. So I guess it did what it said it was going to do. But it's not worth all the extra steps bringing my moisturizer in here. It's just like, it's not really a big deal bringing my moisturizer in here. I don't know why I said that. But you can do what you normally do and it's not a problem. Okay, thank you guys so much for trying this out with me today. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week.